Hey, this is Jewel Tanker from the Jewel Tanker Show on Impact Network every Saturday. Or you can check out me and my family, the Tankers, on Prime Amazon or Chatter Talk Show on Fox Soul with my girls, Dr. Dee Freeman, Monique, Eilert Mosley, Real Talk Kim, and Holly Carter. And you are watching Rude Rangers TV.
The views and opinions expressed during this program are entirely those of the show's hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of Rude Rangers Entertainment, its investors, management, advertisers, or staff. Don't sue us, y'all. We don't have any money.
Hey, love bugs, you back again. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. It's Dear Daughter, and it's common topics discussed in an uncommon way, and I'm glad you decided to spend today with me. I want to talk to you about money. You know, that is something that has always been misconstrued, especially in the church world. If you have too much, use a sinner. If you don't have enough, you ain't following Jesus. It's always something. And in the world, it is also, if you don't have like the newest thing, then that means that you're not all that, and all of that. So let's just erase that, wipe that, all the sides down. You know how you clean your window? We just clean the window of money. And I'm going to drop some stuff into you. I had the joy and the pleasure and the honor to interview Dr. Jewel Tanker. And she's going to be on my show. So keep your eyes open on Determined Women of Destiny. And she spoke about money the way Steve Jobs talked about the iPhone. Steve Jobs said, I'll make this phone so sexy that people are going to be running to buy it. And basically, all of y'all, I say y'all because I'm an Android girl. I don't care what you say, but all of y'all have iPhones. And then those of you who have iPhones, you like to turn and look at the people with Androids. Oh, you an Android? What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Android is easier to use than an iPhone, and I'm good with it. But Dr. Jewel made money so exciting that I have looked at my finances and how I want to invest and do some things differently. So I figured I would talk to all of you because you're never too young to know about money and you're never too old to start saving. So, a lot of people are hemmed up on money is the root of all evil. So I'm going to get to that scripture and give you the lowdown on what that really, really means. But Ecclesiastes, that's how you say it, 10 and 19 says, money answereth all things. So what do we mean by all things? Where you live. You live for free? If you do, you must be a teenager and you're still in your mama's house. Because every adult I know has to pay for where they live, whether it's renting an apartment or you own a house. Every month, you have to pay for where you live. Your money answers that payment. If you drive a car, your money answers that monthly payment. We can go back to the house. You have to pay for the lights. You have to pay for the oil. You have to pay for the upkeep. Your money answers that bill. It answers all. So instead of thinking that, okay, the love of money is evil, the love of money is evil, but just know having money is not. There's a difference in having money and loving money. Loving money means you'll do anything you can to get it and you want to show it off. Could I drive a Mercedes Benz? I probably could. Could I afford the maintenance? Probably not, because I have rent, I have the car payment, and I have car insurance, I have a light bill, I have a heating bill, I have other expenses that come out of my paycheck. So if I wanted to drive a $900 a month car, you see what a dent that would put into my financial realm. And I'm not trying to put a dent in it just so I could drive a car. So you guys can say, oh, yes, Yvonne is fabulous. Honey, I'm fabulous without the Mercedes. Just know that. The Mercedes would be fabulous because I put my butt in it. And some of you need to understand that. It's not about the bag you carry. Everybody's like, oh my God, you got the new, I think it is Birkin bag. I might have said that wrong. That's because I don't have one. I don't want one. My daughter, with her pricey self, will probably buy me one, and then I'll take it because I love her. But, you know, am I not wonderful because I don't have that bag? Of course not. And if I have it, does it make me wonderful? Of course not. Okay, I have a $600 bag. Let's look at this. Since we always talk about getting the bag, you have $600 bag. Do you have $600 in the bank? So you had $1,200, you took $600 from it to buy the bag. Oh no, you don't have $600 in the bank? So why do you have a $600 pocketbook? Yeah, think about that. Okay, you're driving a BMW. That is what, $700 a month car? Do you have full coverage, or you just drive as a liability because you can't afford full coverage? I'm just saying, this may not be your life, but for some people it is. I used to work at an insurance company, and honey, I can tell you how many people are riding around with just liability. They get the car, they get full coverage. Soon as the insurance company is satisfied, they call back and say, hey, fine, drop it down to liability. Okay, that's on you. That car get hit, you screwed. But see, you driving around in the car, and it makes everybody think that you're someone that you're not. You know, that's the reason why money is looked at the root of all evil, because we do so many things to get the money and so many things to show people that we have money that we're killing ourselves for absolutely nothing. Because when it's all said and done, do we really care what car you drive? Do we really care what bag you carry? You know, for me, I drive a Chevy Spark. This is my second one. I like the car. It's little, it's cute, it's compact, it's low on gas. It was affordable for me. I'd rather put money into the brand new furniture that I put in my living room, because this is where I live. My car takes me from point A to point B. I wouldn't have a problem driving a hoopty. I drove hoopties for years, honey. You know, my father was a mechanic part-time. He could put it together for me. I really didn't care. I was going from point A to point B and was dressed like smoking dynamite, getting out of a car that sounded like this. But it didn't make a difference to me because I knew who I was. But now that I'm getting older, and I'm approaching that retirement, I ain't never retired. Never. Love life too much. But I'm approaching that age, and I started putting some money away. And I looked and said, this still isn't enough. Because if I stop working today or tomorrow, my bank account is gone in 6 months. Yes. So how do you make what you have grow? Running after money, it's like a balloon. You know how you run after a balloon and it keeps going further and further and further away because the air is moving it away. You're not supposed to run after money. Money's supposed to come to you. And as Canton Jones says, I don't chase money, but I sure give it a location where it can find me. Most of us are working jobs, just over broke, which means that your employer can fire you over and over and over again. If you have a career or a profession, you can never get fired. Why? Because it's not being fired. Oh, well, you're terminated. Okay. And I have a career. I have a profession. I can go anywhere with this. I don't care that you don't want me to work for you. I can go somewhere and work for someone else. And a lot of times, because we're running after money so much, we take jobs beneath us. And we go to interviews saying, I really need this job. I'd really like this job. I'd like for you to hire me. We never go into interviews and say, you should hire me. I remember going into a job and I felt like I had aced the interview. And at the end, I said to her, can I ask you a question? And she said, yes. Why haven't you asked me why I would be a valuable asset to your company? She sat back in her chair. She got comfortable. She wanted to hear it. I said, everything you're looking for is in my skill set. Did you read the skills that I placed on my resume? And I started spitting them out one by one by one by one by one. And this is what your ad said you're looking for. I have everything you need. You do not need to go any further. And yes, I will sign an acceptance letter today. Chick was blown away. If she had pearls, she'd be clutching them. She had never encountered that before. And she stands up, she says, oh, can you give me a moment? So when someone stands up and says, oh, can you give me a moment? They're escorting you out of their office. So I wasn't even scared like, oh, I didn't get this job. I was like, you know what? This is the same interview suit I'm going to wear tomorrow because I got another interview. It's all right because I know what I had. I'm sitting outside waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Finally, 45 minutes in, she comes out. She says, Miss Mann, can you follow me back into my office? I said, sure can. Stood up, smoothed my interview suit out that I was going to wear tomorrow on that interview if she wasn't smart enough to give me that acceptance letter. And she said, we would like to offer you the position. Oh, that's wonderful. Can we please talk salary? So at this point, she's almost like, listen, chick, we're giving you the job. And the salary they were offering me, I was not willing to take it. Why? Because money answers all things. I had some things that money from that paycheck needed to answer, and it was not enough. Okay, I knew my bills would still be knocking, and I could not answer them. So I negotiated $10,000 more because I was worth $10,000 more, and she knew I was worth $10,000 more. And to get me at the salary she was offering was ludicrous. Absolutely, positively ludicrous. She knew that. So here I am working this job. I was there for 5 years and I did not like it only because it was corporate. And I'm not corporate. I'm not for profit. And I wasn't making an impact. I was working in marketing for a healthcare company. And they're all about numbers. They could care less if you're healed. It's about who's the winner. And I worked on Long Island. Who's the winner on Long Island? And do you have enough stats? And that wasn't what I was into. But I'm into going to this break. And before I go to break, y'all like my lips? This is cocoa bean. And I'm sorry, this is coffee bean. Yes, coffee bean by Vera Moore Cosmetics. And it has a hint of mint in it. So it gives you that tingly feeling. And if you go to Vera Moore Cosmetics and put in the code DWD, you will receive a really, really nice discount. So go on over there, get your lip gloss, and tell Auntie Vera I say hey. And I'll be right back.
next month, I'll be hosting my 7-day Bold, Fit, and Fabulous Masterclass. There, I'll be sharing tips and strategies that will allow you to begin taking the steps that you need to feel and look bold, fit, and fabulous in and out of the office. Are you ready to reclaim your time? Then visit me at thefitterwoman.com and let's get back to the business of you.
Hey, this is Jewel Tankard from the Jewel Tankard Show on Impact Network every Saturday. Or you can check out me and my family, the Tankards, on Prime Amazon or Chatter Talk Show on Fox with my girls, Dr. Dee Freeman, Monique, Eyelet Mosley, Real Talk Kim, and Holly Carter. And you're watching Rude Rangers TV.
Of Long Island Telecom. We are your cellular superstore. We have the best in no contract cellular on every carrier in the United States. We also do portable MiFi units, home phone service. We could beat your cable company at their own game by providing you very inexpensive TV, and we are a Sirius XM dealer as well. We can create a website for you, give you a special corporate email, and we do credit card processing. 631-833-9679.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
I'm so glad you guys came back. Yes, I am. And if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us. And we're talking about money matters today and how important it is for you not only to get that bag, but to know what to do with it. And before break, I was talking about a job I had that I really wasn't loving it that much because it was predicated on numbers and, you know, who was making more money and always in competition. And to me, that's a job. That's not a profession. And my profession is working with the community. And that's what I've done always. I love it. And that's where I'll stay until I go fully employed. But the money that I have now, I'm looking at, can I invest just $5 every 2 weeks? Just invest it in something. There's penny stocks. You don't have to put a lot of money in. There's all types of things you can do other than drinking that cafe latte every day. Yeah, I'm looking at you like I'm looking at me, because that's what I did. I started giving up my cafe latte one day a week, and I'm taking that money to invest it in penny stocks. So I can make a $5 investment, and at the end of the month, it could turn into 20. And no, I'm not becoming a multimillionaire that way, but I am learning the stock market. So, investment is really, really important, extremely important. Saving is important, and knowing what to put your money in. How many times have you gone to the store, did not need those pair of shoes, and bought them anyway? Oh, they're so cute, only to realize 6 months down the road, you still have not worn them. Your money matters. If you want to buy something, this is what I do. I weigh the odds. Do I want it or do I need it? I need to buy food because I need to eat. Even if I'm a chunky chick, you need to eat to live. But I don't need to eat out every day for lunch. That's ridiculous. I've spent $150 to put food in my house, to spend another $50 to eat lunch out, when all I have to do the night before is prepare my lunch. And while I'm preparing my lunch, prepare my dinner. So if we look at it, right, and let's say you're spending $10 a day for lunch, and that's 5 days. That's $50 a week. At 4 weeks in a month, that's $200. What can you do with $200? So you see how your money matters? Just something as simple as your lunch, taking it from home. So if you're going to run out on the weekend with friends and you're going to chill, then you can take $50 out of that $200 and not even feel bad about it, because you have $150 that you're saving. Cigarettes. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Back when I was smoking cigarettes in the Ice Age, it was $2.50 a pack when I quit. When I started smoking, it was 75 cents a pack. And when it went up to $2.50, when it went up to $1.50, I said, oh no. When it goes to $2, I'll stop. And when it went to $2, I said, And then it went to $2.50, I said, no. And the last pack of cigarettes I bought, it was $2.50. Now, I don't even know how much a pack of cigarettes costs, but I do know that if you save that money daily, you will have a very nice nest egg. You have to learn to save money because there are emergencies that happen. Today, I'm on my way to work. My car lets me know that my front tire is going low. Okay, no problem. Pressure's supposed to be 40, it's 38, no problem. As I'm driving, it has now shifted to 30. Oh, okay, well maybe it's just a turning of the wheel. Halfway to work, it is 20. The PSI now is 20 from 40. I have an issue. I pull into the nearest store when I get off the parkway. Nothing's wrong with the tire. It looks fine. As I'm traveling up the street, it has now hit 7. Luckily for me, the tire place right up the street. And the guy says, yeah, man, your tire's flat. I'm like, duh. I came in here because something was wrong with it. Do you want a used tire? Do you want a new tire? My car happens to be a car where the tires aren't, that easy to get. I said, if you have the new tire, I'll take it. If not, I'll take a used tire. But if you can just, fix it for me, and I can go to my regular place and I can just order my tires. Guy comes back and says, hey, we can fix it for you. I said, okay, plug it. He says, you sure? I said, yeah. He said, you can only drive on it for a couple of days. I said, I won't have to drive on a couple of days. As soon as I leave here, I go to work, I'm going to call Mavis and I'm going to order my tires. I'm a regular customer there. They know my tire size. He says, that's going to be expensive. I said, let me worry about my money. You worry about plugging my tire. How about that? You do what you do. I'll do what I do. We giggle and laugh. I drive to my job. I order my tire. Boom. And I immediately sit at my desk and say, God, I thank you. Because I remember there was a time I couldn't even buy pantyhose to go to church. And I'm sitting up here dropping $250 for tires. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. So I say to you, look at your money. Money answereth all things. The money that I have saved answered that bill for my tires. And that wasn't splurging. I need those tires because I need to get around. Without those tires, I can't drive my car. I can't drive my car. I can't go to work. I can't go to work. I can't pay for my apartment, which I absolutely love. And I got to move back in with my mother. Nobody's moving back in with Clara. Don't tell I said that. But, I'm grown. Who want to live with their mom? You know what I'm saying? So, your money matters. You have to make sure you get that right and know that money answers all things and your money should work for you. Instead of spending your money out on something that cannot give you anything back, look at where I can place my money that I will get a return. Do you know the Jewish community, that dollar circulates in that community 33 times before it leaves. And if it doesn't have to leave, it never does. And you said, well, that's because the Jews stick together. Well, if you're a Christian, guess what? Christ was a Jew. So he lived according to that system. And the reason why the Jewish community keeps their money within their community is because Jewish people tithe. They pay 1/10 of their earning, either at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, or whenever they get paid. Every dime that hits their palm, they tithe. I'm a tither. I live by that. Every dollar that hits my palm, I tithe it. The money that some of you were so gracious to bless me with for my birthday, thank you, y'all. I'm tithing off of it. And if you're a tither, the same blessing that's given to me because I'm paying my 10 is given to you. So when I give you money and you tithe, I get my blessing from tithing, and then I get the blessing from you tithing. So you see why that dollar stays in that Jewish community, because you're getting 33 or more blessings off of $1. The reason why I developed and wanted to do a talk show that showcased women in business, because I know how hard it is to be in business. And I was hoping that money would circulate within our community so that we female entrepreneurs could feed our children, pay our bills, and let this money answer all. You got to be savvy about where you spend your money. I just don't drop a dime anywhere. Yes, I go to Walmart like everybody else because Walmart got some stuff that I need. And they got it cheap. I go to Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree has some stuff that I need and they have it cheaper. I go to Family Dollar and Dollar General because they got stuff that I need and it's cheaper. And I don't see any reason that I have to pay $10 for paper towel when I can go right down to Dollar General and get it for $5. There's nothing expensive or designer or sexy about spending extra money on paper towel. If you come to my house and you don't like my paper towel, then please bring your paper towel with you so that you feel comfortable when you're at my house. But you won't get that Dollar General $6 for, 8 rolls? That's right, paper towel. Because my money is to answer all, and I don't want to have all ask me, where is the money? I don't want to be in a position where I need a tire and I have to keep getting it plugged because I don't have the finances to obtain a tire. Listen, I know it's hard. I raised my daughter alone on pennies. Back then, I could not sit in somebody's office and say, oh, the reason why you should hire me is because there's nobody else good enough for this job. I had to take whatever job I could get at the time because I was still working, on that paper, trying to get a background so that I could sit in a chair and say exactly that. And spending money back then was not easy. Not at all. When my daughter gave birth to my granddaughter, we went to Buy Baby. We had coupons, but we bought all of the furniture for my daughter's room, dressers, crib for her, everything she needed. And I just gave that woman my charge card, my credit card. Didn't blink an eye, because I knew that I had money that would answer that all. You have to get to a place where you know what money is about and what money can do. Now, money can do a lot of things. Money can corrupt the absolute heck out of you because you're running behind it. Or money can put you in a place where you can enjoy life. I want to be at a point where I have money where I can travel anytime, anywhere, at any moment. I'm not there right now. I will be soon. But that's just my dream. I don't know what your money is going to answer all for you, but please start looking at your money differently. Write down, I love a document. Work better from a document than you can from thoughts. You can think, you can talk, but write down what you want, write down what you need, and buy only what you need right now until you can save up for what you want later. I thank you so much for chilling with me today. You guys, my love bugs, I love you. Please make sure that you come back and spend a little time with me next show. Smooches.